there are going to be some different pieces involved.
I mean, just through these last open gyms, we've really seen players step up. I think that's going to cover that gap between missing Andrew Leeper and obviously Fletcher. You know, there's a lot of scoring there that we got to make up for, and we got players like Will Jameson, Tucker Day, who are willing to step up and are doing that right now in practices.
As one of the leaders of this team, what do you tell some of those young guys that are going to be stepping into bigger roles to get them prepared for what it's like, you know, night in and night out, especially in the SEC, especially once playoffs eventually arrive?
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're going to be nervous. You know, that happens to everybody. Happened to me in my first varsity game. But what I've just been telling them, you just got to work hard in practices, work hard in the game. Eventually it'll translate, and then you'll be good.
What do you see as the big strengths of this basketball team on this summer?
Oh, I definitely think our chemistry. I mean, a bunch of great guys, all super close on and off the court, and we just blend really well together.
I'm a big Tucker Day fan.
Yep.
So tell me, I think he could be a breakout player this
Yep,
season.
I agree.
So what is it about his game, and how do you guys are kind of the two guys that Coach mentioned are going to have to play big roles. How do you guys kind of play off of each other, and how crucial is it for you guys to set the tone?
I mean, I think it's just a lot of talking off the court, you know, getting that chemistry down. After that, like once we just talk it out and everything like that, it just kind of comes naturally, you know. I mean, we're really good friends, hang out almost every day. But yeah, he's been stepping up huge. I think he's a great player.
Final question for me. With Luke graduating a couple years ago, and obviously Fletch graduated last year, there isn't that one big D1 guy on the Homestead roster. So do you feel like people are discounting you or maybe counting you out because there isn't that one big Division I stud on the team?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm not too worried about it. We'll show them come season time. I'm here to work. I'm ready to play.
Me and Kyron will probably do a lot of backcourt scoring. We're both players that can score 20. We both can score at all three levels. And then we got Tucker and Alex Graber. Alex Graber would be like our glue guy, our defender, dives for loose balls, that type of guy. And then we got size in the paint. So I feel like we reload from last year just as well. I think we're just as good.
Nope, practice hasn't started yet, but you guys have been together throughout the summer, open gyms. What do you like about this group? Like, where do you guys see big strengths?
We didn't really have anything into the summer, and we were still scoring 60, high 50 points without any sets in, any plays, and not even our full team. So we can score well, and we can lock down defense. And once everything glues together, I think we'll be really good.
What's going to be the key to having the success that we've seen Homestead have year in and year out this season with a somewhat new group of guys?
Yeah, it's a new group, so it'll take a little bit to get experience for a lot of new guys. And every year we're low on turnovers, a good defensive team, so we just got to keep that going on. We'll keep our success.
For you guys, because there's no Fletch and there's no Luke, do you feel like people are maybe underrating you guys? And if so, how does that perhaps motivate you guys overall?
Yeah, for sure. Not everybody. People think we're not going to be as good because the last 2 years we've had super teams, but I think we're just as good as last year. A lot of people don't know who I am because I didn't have that much playing time last year. Kyron wasn't really a main scorer last year, so he gets to step up now, and a lot of new guys. So I feel like once we prove to everybody that we're just as good as everybody else.
Definitely Will Jameson and Kyron. They're both going to, for sure.
What have you seen from those guys that has you thinking positive thoughts about the season?
Will's been shooting really well. He played JV last year, but he's been doing really well in open gym. And then Kyron, he's been shooting well too. He shot well last year.
As far as this team goes, when you take a look at the makeup of this team, do you see you guys as an inside team and an outside team? Like, how does this team kind of stack up out there X's and O's?
I think we have a little bit of both. We have good shooters and me inside when I'm not hurt, but I'd say we're both pretty well.
When you take a look at the expectation for Homestead, I mean, you guys are always competing for the SAC title. So what's going to be the key to making sure that you can stack up with some of those SAC powers this year and see yourself at the end of the season still competing for an SAC title?
We just have to stay together and work hard in practice every day and try to go as far as we can.
You know, 2 years ago it was kind of Luke's team. Last year it was kind of Fletcher's team. Now that there isn't that one big D1 guy that everybody's got their eyeballs on, do you feel like maybe people are underrating you guys a little bit? And if so, does that motivate you?
I think people are, but I don't think that's going to be a problem not having a Big Ten player. I think we're all going to step in and we're all going to share the ball and score.
Good group of young men coming back. It starts with Kapwicki and then Tucker Day. Two guys that got a lot of minutes last year. and then a very good JV team. They finished 17-3, so it's their turn to step up. Jamison, Graber, just to name a few. With some other returners that that were juniors and about to be seniors. So we'll see where that takes us. But we're looking forward to the year. I think we got a pretty good squad, and we'll see how well we can put it all together.
Without Fletcher, obviously the complexion of your team naturally changes. So how do you go about making sure that these guys that are going to be filling in bigger roles are ready to compete on the level that Homestead is used to get you guys both on Friday?
Well, I mean, that's the reason why, last year they saw what a Division I player looks like over the last couple of years with Goody and Fletcher. So, they competed against them. They saw what it was like each and every day in practice. Now it's their turn, and hopefully they're ready to shine and do what they're supposed to do.
Who are you mentioned? Tucker and Kyron. It's two of the guys that are obviously we know from experience. Who are the names of some of the younger guys that you see?
Well, Jamison, a young man that's here tonight. He's going to surprise a lot of people. He's a quick, physical guard. He can get to the basket. His shot has gotten a lot better. We got Simmersheim, who can really shoot the three from the outside. Graber, a good, hard, physical, defensive, also can shoot the three and left open. So, again, we're just looking forward, see what these kids can do, and looking forward to the opportunity.
As a coach, you're taking a look at Andrew's at Hope, right?
Andrew's at Hope.
Fletch is obviously at Purdue and graduated guys. When you look at having to move some of the pieces around, do you look forward to a challenge like this when you take a look at I'm going to have to coach these guys. It's going to be a fun time to teach these guys how to play the game of basketball on the level that
right.
we play.
Well, I mean, that's what coaching's all about. It's our job to put the pieces together, put them where they need to be. It's always a lot easier when you have those Division I's that can create on their own, that can score. Anytime you need a bucket, hey, just give it to Fletcher, give it to Goody. Let's go get their buckets. But now it's going to be a little different. It's everybody being together, making sure we're sharing the basketball. But nothing's really changes in the game of basketball. It's just now it's a matter of somebody being able to step up and do what they're supposed to do.